Not the wide one, you know I want the narrow one. Give me the narrow one. Not with the point end at me, you trying to kill me? Trowel. Okay, ruler. Okay, we want to get this back. Get back a little more. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, hi there. Welcome to Dryland coon trapping. We're just kind of horsing around here, trying to illustrate through absurdity that trapping is not very complicated. And some of the tools you see here we don't need. In this video you aren't going to see a foothold trap. You don't need it. It's too complicated. Too high maintenance for dryland coon trapping. That's it. You can chuck that too, Caleb. We don't need that. We don't need the pan covers. In this video we're going to be on a working line, and we're going to be using techniques that are low maintenance, that are quick to set, and that take big coon on dry land. Let's go on over to the truck and I'll show you the tools we're going to be using. So what are you going to see in this video? You're going to see us using a number of different sets, and I'm going to go over the tools with you here in a second. But first of all, I want to tell you that we aren't going to spend a lot of time here at the pickup. This isn't going to be one of those videos where we're in a shed, we're at the pickup, sitting on a bench. We're going to be on a working line taking lots of coon. You're going to see lots of catches in this video. And throughout the video I am going to emphasize very heavily location, because that is the key in dryland coon trapping. Location and in a good set. And put the two together and you got it made. And that's what I want you to come away with out of this video. Now you're going to see in the video that my sets are sets that rain isn't going to hurt. Sleet probably isn't going to hurt them. A heavy snow is, but the coon aren't moving then anyway. They're going to be sets that typically you either got something or you don't. They aren't going to be sets where you got to re-sift the dirt, you got to put more dirt on, the dirt's wet. It's not that complicated. The 5 tools we're going to be using in this video, we're going to be using conibears, body grippers, whatever you want to call them. Great coon trap. In this state we use a 220. Some states you got to use a 160. But that'll be one section, and again it'll be on a working line. Little grizz trap. It's a trap that's become very popular in the last 7-8 years. We're going to have a part of this on there. These things work. They work really good. Coon cuff, and this is the only trap where we do any digging, and I'm slowly but surely going over the little grizz from the coon cuff. But these are effective and they have their place, and you'll see in the video that these things work really good too. We'll be using snares. I'm a big fan of snaring. I like snaring. Snares are cheap, they're quick, they catch coon. You have options with them, keeping the coon alive, killing the coon, whatever you want. And I like snares, so that's number 4. And then number 5 is the live trap. And I don't use many of these, but they have their places in their states where that's all you can use is a live trap. And I do use a few of these. They take up so much room in the pickup though that I don't use a lot of them. But I'm going to show you the keys. There's some real key factors in using live traps if you want to make them work well. And so we'll have a portion on live traps, and you're going to see some coon caught in those too. So as we go through the video, and the video is about 2 hours in length, key in on location. Key in on some of the things that I say in terms of stabilizing your traps. There's certain things that make a huge difference in your catches, and they usually are very simple things, and they usually are things that do not take you long to do. And I'm convinced that you're going to know how to trap coon on dry land. And what sets dryland coon trapping apart from other trappers is that it opens doors to a lot of possibilities. Some of these techniques you can use right around farm places where people are living. Water trapping, you deal with ice, you deal with rising water. You're dealing with congregated families of coon that a lot of times are pups, kits, and you get some big coon, dryland coon trapping, and you'll see that in this video. And so sit back and enjoy, and I'd encourage you to watch the video a couple times and pick up some of these things. And the big numbers fellas are caught using simple techniques with a lot of replication. So enjoy the video. Okay, we've got ourselves a coon here. We're in a hardwood forest, and we're in a draw. And coons like these draws. And this draw happens to funnel down into a culvert. It's not really a culvert, it's a waterway though. It's a dry waterway. This waterway is dry most of the year. But what the coons are doing is they're coming out of their denning areas, and they're headed across the highway here, and then it's another 100 yards down to a river. They're going to get water and to hunt. And so this coon, he's caught in a coon cuff, and you can see that coon cuff here. That's a coon specific trap. We'll take a closer look at that. We'll dispatch this guy, and then we'll remake the set. And he's a little bit older coon. He's kind of aggressive. Okay, the coon cuff, like I mentioned, is a coon specific trap. It's designed for the coon to reach into, and it has to push down as opposed to the little grizz where the coon pulls up. And so we'll set this thing, redig our hole. Now we're on a public hunting area right here, and that's one of the beauties of the coon cuff, because you aren't going to get a dog. I've heard of them catching cats, but it's pretty uncommon because, again, it's designed for a critter to reach in. Okay, we're gonna redig the hole here. And it just goes straight down. And I like to get them down 8 or 10 inches. The guy that builds these, he says to go deeper, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, we're going to put our bait down there. And I've got some chunk bait here that I make. I put some glands in it. It's called fishing glands, and it's I've got it preserved so it stays fresh. I don't like dealing with rotten meat. We'll put a piece of that down the hole. Like I always stress in any of my videos, you want your trap solid, and in particular with coons, because they like to dig, they like to use their hands, and when I first started using these coon cuffs, they would lift up and they'd pull these out, and you'd come and the trap would be pulled out and your bait would be gone. Well, that's because they were just digging around it. It wasn't solid.